Hi everyone. So you are welcome to this Databricks session. Along with we will learn PySpark, Spark, Python, many things we are going to learn in this session. And this will be a series. Basically, it's gonna take at least 3 hours to 4 hours, and it will be in parts. Okay. So let's start this session. And firstly, understand what is Databricks, because if we are dealing with any like data engineering platform or any data analytics platform, then you should be aware of, okay, like what is exactly the role of Databricks in data engineering and why it's getting so much popular nowadays. And Databricks is also available on Microsoft Azure. As a Microsoft Azure engineer or Azure data engineer, you need to aware of Databricks. Okay, that's the major requirement there, along with Azure Data Factory. So we'll see what is Databricks. Okay, so if you search on Google, you will get the website of Databricks, which is databricks.com. It will tell you that Databricks is a company which create a product, multiple products they create, and one of the product is Databricks itself. Okay, so that's a platform. Databricks provide us a platform. Utilizing that platform, you can create data engineering, data analytics, machine learning, AI, and many things. Okay, related with such kind of like using this platform, you can create data engineering, data warehousing, data analytics, many things related tools or like jobs or AI models. You can create many things with it. Okay, so that's the whole about Databricks. And Databricks have multiple it getting utilized in multiple companies. That's why so many companies are looking for Databricks, or you can say Azure Data Engineer. Okay, and why we are talking about PySpark on Databricks. Okay, so that if you check PySpark, then you will understand. So PySpark is a Python API for Apache Spark, and Apache Spark is running under hood of Databricks. So Apache Spark is a cluster computing, distributed computing framework, okay, and it's open source. But when you are going to utilize the Apache Spark, it create a very difficulties for the new beginners or some like professionals. So that's why Databricks came and they said, okay, we will remove this difficulty. We will create a platform as a Databricks which will exist on top of Apache Spark, and you use just PySpark or any other language which is supported, like Java, Scala, and you write the code, and it will work for you. So you do not need to deal with the major difficulties while working on Spark. So you utilize the PySpark, which is a Python API, and you will be able to use this open source distributed computing framework, which is available, and it will provide you like real-time large scale data processing. Okay, so that's the advantage here. And the thing is, if you talk about PySpark, then it have many options. It supports data frame. Okay, it supports. It's look like pandas. If you know about pandas in PySpark, sorry, in Python, then PySpark just look like pandas. Okay, pandas is a data analytics tool or data engineering. You can utilize anyway. Okay, so you want to work on Spark and you want to use Python, then use PySpark. Okay, we will talk about it later. Databricks. So I have created a Databricks, which name is data engineering training. Okay, and this is from where we can launch the Databricks. So if you click on it, it will open this page for you. Okay, so here is the workspace, and where you can see all the users. Here is the compute. I have created a compute storage, compute cluster where I have defined, okay, this is the version I want. You can edit it and you can check which version I'm using. Okay, so it's 10.4 long-term support. Here we are getting Spark 3.2.1. Okay, and that is enough for working with some training data, some data engineering related training courses. That is enough. Okay, so worker type I have selected as standard, 14 GB, 4 cores and 1 worker, and similar the driver type. It will be terminated after 10 minutes. Make sure when you are creating cluster to reduce the termination times to 10 minutes or 5 minutes something. Otherwise, if you by default it will be something like 2000 or 4000 minutes, which gonna charge you more. Okay, so you should be aware of. Now let's come to the workspace where earlier I have created this PySpark D1. So you can create the notebook. I will show you how to create it. That's not a problem. I have just created one, and I have written a hello world program here. Okay, so I'm just running it. So inactive cluster terminated. It got terminated. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so here it is starting. It's going to take time, 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, let's go to workflow and see. Sorry, not workflow. Workflow is for jobs. Whatever jobs we will create, we are going to create jobs. Not currently, but in the future, obviously. So let's click on create here, and you can see here notebook. So I will write here like I want to create a notebook. I will write some name for this notebook like PySpark D2. We will utilize D2. That's fine. And we can write our code here. It supports generative AI also nowadays, so you can use this also for writing the code. But the best practice will be if you write by yourself, as you are a new learner. Here you can select the language which you want to write. Markdown is if you want to add something like, suppose I want to add some heading like PySpark training, and I need to write here some, okay, this way. Then if I will click, it will show you Markdown. That's the Markdown basically. It would provide you heading. And if you want to add code, then add it here. Now you can add the code, like suppose I am writing here a print statement. Uh, yeah, hello world. And I am just running it. Okay, it's got connected and you can see it's have printed our hello world code. Okay, you can change the language also, like Python, Scala, R. These four are currently supported. Java is not showing here. I'm not sure about it, but yeah, Java was earlier supported. So might be it's supported. I'm not sure, but this training platform is based on Python and PySpark only. Okay, we'll see how we can run SQL also. That's not a problem. And let's move to Databricks related thing. Yeah. So basically, this is the whole dashboard of Databricks, where you can see like this is workspace, this is recent, whatever we have checked. This is catalog, like Hive catalog, you can say, and where you will store like metadata and other details. Okay. Then this is the workflow where you can create the jobs. Like I have created a notebook, I will schedule it. It will be work as a job. Here you can create a cluster, like D2 cluster I have created. Its active memory is this. Active cores are 8. Okay. Two notebooks has been connected and it's running. Jobs run, you can check from here, like data engineering related, what do we say, like uh, data engineering name of this and jobs you can check here. Then experiment, machine learning related things from here, you can check. That's fine. So basically for learning, you can create a 15 days trial account on Databricks and it will be helpful for you. I have created a premium account because that is required for this training and yeah, for other uses. Okay. Now let's see what is Databricks. So Databricks is a unified open analytics platform for building or deploying, sharing, maintaining enterprise grade data analytics AI solutions. Okay. And Databricks intelligence platform integrate with cloud storage and security within your cloud and manage and deploys cloud infrastructure on your behalf. So it provides various services. Okay. Now let's talk about what Databricks is used for. So you can create notebooks here. You can create data engineering related ETL pipelines. You can create the jobs. You can generate dashboard visualization. You can do various things like data discovery, annotation, machine learning models related work also you can do, and generative AI solutions also you can create. Okay, so you can create the task. You can schedule it in the form of jobs. That also possible. You can integrate multiple open source with Databricks such as data lake, data sharing, ML flow, and many things. Okay. So Databricks provide Unity Catalog, workflow, data live tables, Databricks SQL, port on compute cluster. So we will focus on what they ask in interview and what actually happen after joining the project. What will be your role, what you will do in this training. Okay. So ETL and data engineering is our primary focus here in this training. And Databricks perform this job very better. Like we will gonna see how we can write the SQL, Python, and how we can utilize PySpark along with Databricks. Okay. So that's all talk about Databricks. Now let's talk about PySpark. So what is PySpark? PySpark is a Python API for Apache Spark, and it's open source distributed cloud computing framework, which is Apache Spark, and you can utilize this library for getting the real-time large-scale data processing. Okay. If you're familiar with Pandas or Python, then it will be really easier for you to learn it. PySpark. Okay. So if you ask me what are the advantage of using a PySpark, then PySpark provide number of features and benefits, including a familiar Python API we talked about, and it support for wide range of data sources and formats, such as it supports semi-structured, unstructured, and structured. Like semi-structured JSON file, structured like SQL data frames, and unstructured it can be data coming from some API kind of or some image kind of data. Okay, so that also it supports. That was the advantage of PySpark. It's ideal for big data, and complex computation handling. Okay. So if we are talking about PySpark, then we should understand what is the like Apache Spark framework and what is basically architecture of Apache Spark. So that is required. That's important. Yeah. So this is the architecture of Apache Spark, where we have in the center we have cluster manager, which control whole process of the Apache Spark. So when you run a cluster, the Spark context can connect to several type of cluster manager. Okay, so Spark application run as an independent set of process or a cluster. Okay, and it will be coordinated by this Spark context object in your main program. Okay, or we call it driver program. So basically, driver program set the context. Okay, and it manages the worker node, it assign the task to the worker nodes, and each application gets its own executed process, okay, which is stay for the duration of whole application, and it will run the multiple threads. Okay, it has obviously isolating application from each other. It can do, it can also schedule, it will be helpful in scheduling side and executor side. Okay, so Spark is very familiar with underlying cluster manager. Okay, and in Spark, we have multiple type of cluster manager, like a standalone, Apache Mesos, Apache Hadoop Yarn, and Kubernetes. Nowadays, Kubernetes is going it's more famous. Job scheduling, you can do multiple things you can perform in Apache Spark. Okay. Now, if we see, in Apache Spark, if you see, many things are really important to discuss. Some points I want to discuss is, as we talked about Apache's architecture, RDD. So RDD is resilient distributed data sets. It's a type of data sets or data like a structure available in Spark, which are group of data items that can be stored in memory or worker nodes. Okay, so it's resilient means restore the data on failure. It's distributed. The data will be distributed among different nodes, and it's a group of data obviously. So that's the benefit of using RDD. Then we have basically you can say RDD is a fundamental data structure of Spark. Okay. Now in Spark we have data frame API. Data frame. Okay. Yeah. Here we have. So what is Spark data frame? Spark data frame is immutable set of records. Okay, organized into named columns. Okay, just like you can say DBMS, or you can say like SQL table. It have row and columns. It looks like that only. Okay, data frame basically in Spark they provide a data frame API which utilized by PySpark again. Okay, here they are talking about Java, so that's why they have written about Maven and all. But we are talking about here PySpark. So let's go here. Yeah. So now you will understand. So this is the Spark SQL.data frame. So from here, we get a relational table looking like our architecture, which we call data frame in Spark SQL or PySpark. Okay. And you can perform various things just like SQL. You perform like joins, subquery, merge, or map, or filter, or many things. Intersect is local, group by, many things you can perform. It provide almost similar capabilities, look like SQL, but it is more advanced than SQL. Okay, so we will talk about many of them later on for sure. Okay, so yeah. So now, till now, you have understand that what is Databricks, what is PySpark, what is Spark, and how in the previous session you have also seen how to create a Databricks account and utilize it, how to write a code here and run it. Okay, so that thing we have seen till now. So let's meet in the next video, and we will going to discuss basics of PySpark data frame. Okay, in the Databricks environment. And we will also see some settings around Databricks environment in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you, everyone.